Well, hello, it's Ben with the DIY Homefront, and I'm trying to avoid a thunder shower today. But before it starts, I'm going to start and finish this video. So let's talk about lawnmower blades. Well, we have a new lawnmower blade and one of my old ones. And you can see the old one's in pretty bad shape. What happens is the sandy soil ends up wearing the metal down, and the part that lifts the grass up and helps carry it across the deck to get it out just doesn't do as good. So what I have started doing is I replace one lawnmower blade at a time. I'll take all the blades off the mower and I'll throw the blade that's on the end out, and I'll put the new blade on this side, and then I'll take that blade and put it there and the one in the middle and put it on the outside. And normally if I can get 3 or 4 cuts out of a blade, I consider myself pretty lucky. Well, don't forget, we do all projects big and small on the home front, and we have about 2.5 acres of grass that we cut with this lawnmower. And like I said, with the sandy soil, it just wears them out. In the past, I've tried sharpening them, but even the tips get worn really down. You can see by the profile just how much of that blade is actually worn off. And I have sharpened this one up at least once. Well, if I'm going to rotate one of these lawnmower blades out and put a new one on, the first thing to do is get it all jacked up. And on this lawnmower, if I'm going to use my impact driver, I'm going to have to jack the mower up by the edge of the deck. I've had this Craftsman impact driver for a long time, and I bought it specifically to do this, to change the blades out on the lawnmowers, and I have never regretted it. Well, with the first blade off, it's time to move on to that center blade, and that's the one that we're going to move to the outside edge. Well, as long as I got a second, I just wanted to tell everybody that's watching this, especially anybody that has subscribed, I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. It finally feels like in some small way that all this effort I'm doing on YouTube might be paying off, maybe even literally. Well, the impact driver does a really good job of getting these nuts off without much effort and making sure the blades are securely attached to those spindles. But you still have to make sure that that lawnmower blade is firmly seated on that little star that's on the bottom of the spindle, and that you get the nut tightened all the way up by hand so that you don't strip it out by accident when you go to torque it down. Well, it looks like this nut's on there pretty good, and I'm having a hard time trying to get it off even with an impact driver. This is one of those times I probably would have spent 15 or 20 minutes with a wrench trying to get this blade off. And before I put the new blade on, let's take a look at the one that came off the other side. You can see how it's really worn down pretty good. That little piece that helps lift the grass up to eject it is 100% worn off. Well, I will put the new blade on the outside edge, and then we'll go to the middle blade and put the one that was on the outside edge there. Well, now you know it works for me. You have to take all the blades off if you're going to sharpen them anyway. I find it easier just to put a fresh blade on the outside edge and shift the other ones over instead of taking them all off, sharpening them, and putting them all back on. Well, there you have it. Now you know how I change my lawnmower blades in the summer and keep my grass looking good. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, check out my playlist, and I'll see you maybe in a little bit of a drier video.